Just something that you said earlier that I was curious about. When you said that, you know, if you choose to believe something, that it becomes true for you.
Yes,
And I'm
many
curious,
human. Mhm.
does that mean, like, just technically, are you actually like moving into a different probable reality?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. There, let us say that there is a group of people with similar belief constructs, and they all experience this thing that affirms that there is evil in the world. Yes? And they've all had the experience, they all shared it, so it must be true then. Yes?
Okay.
Except for the fact that what is the truth is your choice. And as you already know, there are countless, a plethora of probable realities that you have created and they have created, and probable versions of yourselves that you have created. You can choose which reality to merge with, to align with. You can choose which version of you that you would like to experience. You have to become him. Imagine then, right now, you live in a world where there are people who believe that evil abounds, that there are some people in the world that are bad, that there are some people in the world that are evil, and they can prove that their belief is true. But you can choose to believe that the world is only full of good people, that everyone on the planet wants to be kind to each other, wants to love each other, wants to extend help to each other and assistance. You can believe that. You can believe that there are no negative entities, that there is no such thing as evil, that there is no such thing as bad people. You can believe that, and you will, from a quantum perspective, begin to merge into that reality. Now, in that reality, that version of you that is living in that reality, that's what he believes. That's what he thinks. He doesn't think that there are bad people and evil entities. That's why he doesn't live in a reality, in a world where any of that is true. And he doesn't live in a reality where he knows anybody who believes that's true. Now, this is very, very, very difficult for most of humanity to understand, that each belief is a decision then. What reality you would like to merge into that you have already created. Every time you saw somebody being mean, I assure you, you did create a reality where there was a world where there was no meanness, where people were kind to each other. The question then becomes, as with every reality you've created, how do you merge into that? And of course, the answer is always, you have to think like he does. And so, how do you do that? You begin to construct the belief systems here in this time space reality that will allow you to merge into that one. I will give you an example. There was an experience that Michelle had in a public forum, and there were 10 people in the room, and there was an event outside that was disruptive. Now, each of the 10 people in the room had a very different awareness and experience with the disruption that was outside. You see, some people in the room were aware of loud music that was outside, and some people were not. Some people were aware that police had to come, and some people were not. Some people encountered the people that were causing the disruption outside, and some people did not. So, for everyone in that room, there was a disruption outside of some kind to some degree. Are you following me so far?
Yes.
Now, here's the interesting part. She did not experience any part of that event. Now, think of it, the realities that overlapped in the same building. There were, in that room, 10 realities that were overlapped in that point in time. You understand? So
Mhm.
when she exited the building, she observed none of it. She did not see any disruptors. She did not see the evidence of any disruptors. She had a completely different experience then. She had shifted into a reality as she has been constructing the belief that the whole world is kind, that everyone in it is good, that everyone in it wants to be kind to her and everyone else. You see? Now, as you start to merge and create a belief structure, and then you start to merge into that probable reality, the experiences that you are observing in the process of the merging change. They shift. So then what happens is you become aware that although you can interact with human beings here on the planet, yes, you are operating in a reality that is different. When you can grasp multidimensionalism of the congruent realities all occurring at the same time, but differently for each human. And humans get it confused because they think the house looks the same, the family looks the same, the car looks the same, the job looks the same. Everything must be the same, when in fact, that is not what's happening. There are multiple layers of realities that are all converging, and each one is experiencing that reality from their own unique perspective, which of course is based on only their belief systems and the thoughts that arise from it. Which is why you can have 10 people in a room and everyone had a different experience. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, if you create that belief about your world and disregard on purpose, consciously and purposefully disregard other people's truths, you will move into that reality. Now, here's what's lovely. Do you know who's in that reality? Your friend Matthew. You understand?
Yes.
And that is a very different experience, the relationship with your friend in that reality. So the idea then is the shape shifting here and the movement from probable reality to probable reality, the constant movement of probable self to probable self. We might have gone a little bit outside the scope of what some people can understand, but do you understand what I am saying?
Yes.
And so I would encourage you, because you have the ability to disregard what the world is saying and choose to believe only what you want. And you can choose today. The world is only good. Is no evil in this world. There are no evil people and there are no bad people. And everyone on the planet is kind to each other. Everyone on the planet is helpful. Everyone on the planet is loving to each other. Yes, you can move into that probable reality by creating the belief here. And you already know the belief construction is simply a habit of thought. Yes?
Yes. Thank you.